to counselling in particular, empathy is probably the biggest factor in the whole thing. And like she would say, well, you've got empathy, but you're not expressing it to the person. And that's the biggest thing I've learned. That's been the challenge for me, has to consciously express my empathy. All of my previous job skills have been directed at, promoting the company, making the company profitable and getting the most work out of the workers. So for me now to be sort of like a free agent and actually give something back to, I don't know, whether it's a homeless person or whoever it ends up being, then that's a shift in my inner self, I suppose. Really, it's giving the person a kick-off and then letting them go with their story and listening to their story and not flooding back with, well, I think you should do this or I think you should do that. It's listening to the story, and a lot of time you find that the people that are telling you the story, that's all they want. They just want to get it off their chest half the time. Clearly down the track as you go along, you'll get to the stage where you're referring them to a psychiatrist or a GP or whatever. But it's not that often that you're going to be saying to that patient, well, I think you should do this or this. It's more like you would say, well, this is a good idea. What do you think? Do you think it would work for you? And that sort of stuff. It's more of a feedback. These lecturers are, usually they're involved or been involved directly with the business of what they're teaching. So they've got real life experience mostly. And that's important because this particular counselling and community services are very hands-on. The word is that the best way to get your foot in the door is to volunteer, 6 months as a helper or whatever. And then when they want someone, you're there right in their face and they say, well, you've been going pretty well. So that seems to be a good entry point to get a job. In the role play, you have to do that. You have to read the scenario and then, okay, get in your mind that's what's happening, so that when you are doing it, it's not just reading off the page. You have to imagine yourself in that scenario and do it. So the role play, I think, especially in counselling, is very important.